What's up, bro?
Yeah, chilling, man. Chilling.
All right.
For sure. Hell yeah.
Hey,
man.
go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's XOXO Mexico, man. You know what I'm saying? Out here from Houston, Southeast, man. You already know what's good.
So, where you from?
I'm from Southeast, man. I'm from over there, Broadway and Granville Park. You know what I'm saying? Girl right there, 45 South, man. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. When did you first realize that this rap game was for you?
Man, I grew up, when I was growing up, I saw my brother, man. My brother Cloud, man. I used to hang around with him and his people, man. You know, they were freestyling and things like that. So, as a young kid, I was about like 10 years old, man. I started just rhyming and doing things like that, man. You know, I started getting into a little groove and kind of built me to the one that I am now, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
What really inspired you to start this journey?
Man, what inspired me was, I started seeing my homeboy when I was, like I said, when I was a kid, man. I was hanging out with the goons out there, you know, in my hood, man. I started seeing them sometimes, like, hey, what happened, old dude? Jail, kill, you know, things like that. So I started thinking, like, hey, man, I need to find me a hobby. So my brother had a little studio, so I started, like, spitting little rhymes here and there. And, you know, I started noticing it kind of kept me off the streets, man. So, you know, it kind of, like, didn't lead me the path that my homeboy were going to, you know what I mean? So that's what got me to here, you know, that I'm not stuck with it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
Who's been some of like your biggest inspirations, either like in the rap game or, you know, just personally?
Yeah, it was, man, like I said, probably like SPM, and you know, I was growing up listening to them. My mom even, believe it or not, man, people don't even know I listen to this stuff, but like back in the day stuff, man, like the Bee Gees, you know, Journey, things like that, man, with melodies and things, man, I have a thing for that. Like I have a thing for that type of noise, man, melodies in my ear, man. So things like that inspired me, and I mixed that with the rap that I was listening to, and you know, like Sambo, man, you know, he putting on for the youth and for, you know what I'm saying, for the city, man, you know what I'm saying, giving people like me, you know, a shot to show out what I got, man. You know what I mean? What I built myself to be. So, yeah, man, this is the type of people that inspire me. My brother, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I think Sambo is a good pillar for out here, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Inspiring the youth and even talking about what he went through and where he's at now and what he's trying to build, bro.
Right.
I mean, he's got a lot of knowledge, you know. Trying to, and that's what we're talking about, trying to get those kids before we got to be louder than the streets, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to show them a way. But
man.
So what's your creativity process? Like, what goes through your mind and stuff? Like when you're in the zone, when you're out there, when you're rapping.
Yeah.
How do you?
Man, it all depends, man, on my moods, man. You know, that's why I have like I said, I do reggaeton, man. I do trap rap. I do different type of things, man. It just depends on what type of mood I'm in. So if I walk in the studio, man, I'm having, you know, like a, you know, type of sad day or whatever, you know what I mean? I'll come and drop a sad song, things like that. It depends on what type of mood I'm in, man, because a song is, you know, because everything you spit on this, it's emotional, man. You know, that's how you touch other people. You spit what you feel, and at the same time, you know, while you're going through that, you don't even know there's so many people out there feeling the same way you do out there, you know what I mean? So I know I'm feeling this and I let out what's in my heart, you know what I mean? I drop a song, that's going to touch other people, you know what I mean? So it's basically, you know, how I feel that day, because I don't want to come depressed or whatever I'm going through, whatever, man. Then I drop, it's a hard beat going on where I need to go hard. You need energy for things like that, man.
Yeah.
If you don't got it, it's not gonna sound right. You know what I mean? So
hey, that's facts right there. You know what I mean? The feeling, because there's a lot of people that, you know, when you rap about it, they feel it, bro. And they know, you know, they could tell if it's fake or if they're just rapping.
Yeah, for sure, man. Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For sure.
So what is like the main message or emotion do you try to deliver when you're at work? You know what I mean? When you're doing your rap?
Man, just to let people know, man, that, you know what I mean, no matter what you're going through, there's always a way out. You know what I mean? I used to be locked in thinking that everything in my head, I couldn't speak my mind. You know, I was raised like, hey man, you know, you gossiping like, you know, telling another grown man about your problems, just things that you don't do. So I kind of started learning how to you know, to hold it in by myself, man. A lot of things in my head. So, I mean, that's basically, you know, what it is. Man. You know what I mean?
Well, what's been like your biggest project, your biggest success till today that you think?
Me plugging in with Sambo and Manek, man.
Yeah.
You know, I've been doing it for a long time. Like I said, I got a little clout here and there because I did reggaeton for rap. So I had this song. This dude hit me up on WhatsApp, man. He hit me up on my Instagram first, and then he hit me up on WhatsApp. He said he was a radio dude, DJ from Colombia, man, over there. And they have a big station that goes from Guatemala and things like that, because that's how it goes in the radio station. They don't have different ones like how we do. You know? They only have like that one for reggaeton. So it jams like on their side, and he's like, hey man, I like this song called Me Quedo Solo. I did one, and he's like, you know, I'm vibing with it. You mind if I play? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I want you to hop in the computer and hop into my podcast to my radio station, because over there they don't have like 97.9. They have like, you know, they have their little office where they're playing it. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, cool, and I can't listen to it because it's an international radio station. They don't catch what we catch over here. So I hopped on. Man, dude, they had Shakira on there. They had this big famous reggaeton, and then he started shouting me out, and you know I'm coming up. So to hear myself like play just in the league with those people, man, in the same radio station, they can make me feel. And so I was like, man, that's like that gave me a big impact. Man.
That's
I'm
awesome,
getting played at that moment in time. You know, I know it was like a 3-minute song, but at that moment in time, those 3 minutes, there could have been thousands of people listening to him, man. They know who XOXO Mexico is at that point.
Yeah,
you know
and I think that's the struggle with a lot of rappers, bro, is they get stuck in their own hood and they're boxed in a certain group.
Yeah, right.
And they don't progress. They're like they can only peak so high, and they get stuck there, bro. Instead of going out, bro. You know what I mean? Exploring. I mean,
they stay stuck in that little box, and then they don't go nowhere, man, because you know you surround yourself in a circle so tight that you think that a little circle is all there is, but when it's a big world out here with millions of people, man, you have to expand. You know what I mean? You can't be in that little circle all the time.
Billions of people, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. So right now, what are you currently working on?
Right now, I'm working on this album, man. That Sambo and Manek are producing for me, man. That they're putting me on. You know, and shout out to them, man. For real, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be here, brother. You know what I mean?
Man.
I have a lot of potential. You know that Sambo believes in me, and Manek believes in me, and that means a lot to me, brother. Because I never had those type of people like that believe in me. You know, even myself, sometimes I would put myself down, man. You know what I mean? I didn't believe in myself at a point, and everybody like, damn, bro, you know, you got too much bangers, man. How you not believing in yourself? Like, because I'm always by myself, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they came in there and like they see something in me and they wanted me to do this, that's why I'm giving it my all, man. We have these 2 songs we knocked out. I ain't gonna say too much on that, man, but man, y'all get ready, man. It's coming.
That's what I'm talking
about.
You know what I'm saying? You guys better be ready and just watch out for it.
So it's all Sambo and Manek, man, doing this, man. I am who I am right now because of them. You know what I mean? So
awesome, that's cool, man.
Loyalty, man.
Well, what do you think? We think you'll be in about 5 years. Where do you see yourself?
I don't even need 5 years, man. It's about to come in a couple months.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Once the album comes out, shit's on. You know what I mean? Because like I said, man, I didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? I don't come from silver spoons and all that. I come from the gutter, man. You know, where you gotta get it how you live it. You know what I mean? And they invest in time and effort on me. So I promise to win to them dudes. I can't lose, man. So when the album comes out, it's gonna be like a wave, man, just going. You know what I'm saying? All through Houston, bro.
Hell yeah. Hey, and when your name starts popping and getting out there like real big, the haters gonna come naturally. You know what I mean?
I got them right now. You know what I mean?
Okay, and you'll go through and there might be comments on other people's posts or your posts or whatever.
Right.
How do you address them, or do you?
I don't address nobody, man.
Yeah.
See, like I said, man, I don't hood certified, bro. I was raised by nothing but gangsters, man. My brother had his group. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was a kid growing up seeing all that. I don't really speak too much, dog. It's less words than me when it's my shit's action affirmative. You know what I mean? Like I don't respond. I see somebody talking shit, I remember your face, bro. I ain't gotta respond to you, man. You catch that little cloud right here, you know. But when I catch you, man, face to face, I'm a man at the end of the day.
That's what I've always
moved. You know what I'm saying? My daddy always made me, man. A man talks to a man about their problems, bro.
Exactly.
Now, you want to hate because I'm shining or whatever. And I'm not right now, man. I'm not even polished yet. That's their job. Sambo and Manek polishing me right now to make me that gem that they see in me.
Hell yeah.
So even then, I got haters. But I could imagine the haters I'm gonna have when I get to that level, that point. And like I said, man, even if I was, on the other side, I would just keep my name out people's mouth, man. Because
that's good, bro. Because you don't want to give you don't want to get into that negative energy.
I don't do that, bro.
You don't want to give into that.
I'm a positive dude. You know?
Yeah, you know who you are. You know who you came from.
Yeah.
And you know where you're going.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. You don't need to.
I mean, there's no reason to hate on other man trying to do the same dream I'm trying to do.
You know what I do? If I see like hate on my post or whatever, I give everybody a heart. No matter what, I give everybody a like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever I mean. And I even throw them a salute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's
up. I won't say no more.
Yeah.
But all right, you know what I mean. Salute to you.
And it's crazy, man, how you say it, because I mean, that's really way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, you hate another man for a dream that y'all both chasing. There's no, you can't achieve a dream when you hating on somebody else's. You know, you focusing on the wrong thing, bro. Y'all on the same path. Y'all gotta focus forward instead of turning sideways and focusing on what the other guy is doing. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Sambo was saying, that we're our biggest downfall, bro.
Yeah, we are.
We're our biggest haters.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of lifting each other up,
we hate on each other, man.
Push each other, you know, or collabing together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro, because you see the next man evolving,
right?
And you're like, man, they start getting, jealous or envy and all that, bro. Instead of collabing or even a call. You know what I mean? Hey, you think we could hook up or maybe do this? And they, instead of trying to come out and do something with it, they burn that bridge. Right. So once they burn that bridge, that's it. You know what I mean? You could have had a chance that could have took you to the top.
We could get money together, bro. Ain't no time. Ain't no point of getting greedy with this, man. Just paying money to get out there, and if it's simpler to get it together, then just do that, man. Ain't no time to be hating on nobody, man. I don't care who's on top of me, man. Like, I know I'll be there one day. You know, the only difference that you're ahead of he's ahead of the dream than you are. Right? So, but you regardless that route has the end road, and he's already there, and he's going out. You're gonna get there too, dog, at some point in your time, man. So there's no reason to hate on somebody who's already there, man. You gotta keep going and grinding until you get there too.
Yeah. And who do you do this for? The biggest, man, for your family, fans, yourself?
I do it for my kids. I got 5 kids, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
I got 2 babies. I got, my other son, my stepson, my daughter. I got people, man, that I gotta take care of. You know what I mean? So I do this for them, man. Like, I sacrifice. I work 12 hours a day, man. Real job.
Yeah.
I come home, or I come to the studio and my
man shit. That's man shit, bro. You know what I mean? That's gangster shit. You know what I mean? People get it twisted nowadays. You know what I mean? They think, oh, you're about there throwing rags up and throwing, your signs up and all that. You know what I mean? That was an era back in the late 80s, 90s. You know what I mean?
Sure, man.
It's different times now, bro. Yeah. You could be who you are. Mm-hmm. It's never gonna go away. Never. You're always gonna be who you are.
Right, for sure, man.
But you have to elevate. You know what I mean?
Right.
That mind needs to change, bro. And that's good though. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Your family, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with me. I came out. I'm originally from California.
That's what's up.
Northern California, right?
Shout out Cali, man.
Yeah, but I live in San Antonio now.
Sure, that's cool.
And I've been out for 11 years now.
That's great, man.
And I moved my family out here to break that cycle.
Right.
Because I didn't want my sons to grow up the way I grew up.
Yeah, exactly, man.
And all of that, games, dope game, all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm still who I am. I'm still good in the hood.
Exactly,
I'm still, you know what I mean?
But
clean.
You gotta change to show your kids you're right the way.
You have to break that cycle. There's gotta be you have to break that cycle somewhere.
Yeah.
Or else you're gonna be on that hamster wheel.
Right.
It's just gonna keep on going. You mean rolling? You're not going nowhere.
And then your kids gonna jump in that hamster wheel with you, man, because that's how you're showing them.
History repeats itself, and boom.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And if my son sees me doing dirt, well, obviously he's gonna grow up. Monkey see, monkey do. He's gonna go in and do dirt. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because that's what I don't want. You're his role model, biggest role model. He's gonna do what daddy does, man. You feel
I got locked up, but my son was young. He was only. Matter of fact, my wife was only 6 months pregnant when I got locked up.
Right.
So when I got out, he was still young enough not to know where I was at. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I didn't tell him the whole story until he got about 13. He's 23 now.
That's cool, man.
But once he got about 13, 14 years old, I told him what I was involved in, what I did, and who I was, and all that, right? Yeah. And the reason why I did what I did, the move out here was for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To better them, not only for them, but obviously for myself too.
Right.
You know what I mean? That wasn't a place that I wanted to be. That's not me, bro. I like, traveling, and that's my whole, bro. I go to, like, I just came back from Costa Rica. You know what I mean? Last year we went to Dominican Republic. The year before that we went to Jamaica. The year before that, we were in Cancun. You know what I mean? But me and my wife.
It's cool.
My kids are grown now. So it's like our time now.
Yeah,
but my children, as we grew up, bro, I did everything that I could for them. I took them to all the Sea World, Marine World, Legoland.
Ain't nothing wrong with little K with your baby.
Disneyland, you know what I mean? I took them everywhere that they could go. I took them, you know, because I want them to really see what life is about.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's life.
Yeah,
if you're sitting, you know what I mean, stuck, you know what I mean, in the hood, in the gutter, and you know what I mean, you're not doing nothing, bro. You have to have time.
You do.
Whether you know what I mean. I mean, you can work. You know, I worked in the oil field for 12 years, bro.
Oh man,
12 years. I was drilling for 6 years. You know, I started my own company, a flooring company. Is what I do now. I do a flooring company, right?
That's cool.
And but it's just I want them to know, bro, that there's more to life.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, man, absolutely, man. You ain't wrong on that.
Yeah,
man.
It's crazy, bro.
Like, I try to show my kids the right way, man. I was raised hard. You know, my daddy showed me how to be a man at a young age, bro. Me and my brothers, man, how to get it.
Yeah.
So now that I try to show my kids. Now the generation's different than back in the day, man. We didn't have all these phones and these things.
Yeah,
we were outside playing and doing things like. Yeah. So sometimes I'll be getting my kids out that phone phase, man. They stuck on the phone. I'm like, hey, you know, let's go outside, man.
Even us, I'm like that. I'm like that, man. This era's got everybody
got changed, man.
jacked up, bro.
But that's why I do it, man. I do it for my family, man.
Yeah. What's one thing that people would be surprised to learn about you?
Hey, man, they'd be surprised that how you were saying. You know, sometimes we change.
Yeah.
You know, I was a hood, and I was showing everybody trying to be the hardest dude in the hood.
Yeah.
And that ain't, you know, there's plenty of them out there. So now, people gotta know about me. You know, like I said, I'm a cool, humble dude, man. You meet me, I got nothing but good vibes, man. Like I said, hate ain't in my DNA, man. I don't know none of that. But let you know, man. You know, the day that you know, somebody try to catch me slipping or text me the wrong way, thinking, nah, man. You know?
One thing I always say, bro, is no matter what you do in life, the hood is always gonna be there.
It's gonna be there, man.
It's always gonna be there, bro.
Yeah.
So why not go venture out and try to be somebody, bro? If it don't work out, well, if you want, you can go back to the hood because it's always gonna be there, no matter what. You know?
So what I would tell people to know about me, man. Just, hey, man, you know, I'm still the same person, man, but just stay in my good side, man. We straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that all that sideways stuff, that back talk. Man, you a man, I'm a man.
That's it. Respect goes a long way, bro. It don't matter where you're from, who you are, nothing like that, bro. If you respect me as a man, I'm gonna respect you, bro.
You know what I mean? You don't have to find that hidden part inside of me that I've hid away from further. My kids, you know, so I stay out of jail. I put that away, but it's in there, but it's tucked. You know
I told you, like I say, it's in us. No matter, it's gonna be in us forever, bro. It's in us. You know what I mean?
It's tucked in. You know what I mean?
It's tucked in. And when somebody pushes that button, you know what I mean? It's coming out.
Yeah, man. That's the way.
But like I was telling a youngster, you know, that's one thing is that you don't want to crash out because there's gonna be times, bro, where you're like, man, that you want to just go off and crash out, bro.
Yeah.
But it only takes that second to change your whole life, bro.
Yeah, man, 1 second.
You know what I mean?
Right on that, bro.
So now that you got this going on for you, you know what I mean, you have to think twice. You know what I mean? Take a little. You have to take more than a second to think about it. I mean, you know what I mean, like, man.
I mean, you gotta be a fool, man. You know what I mean? To go from a positive to a negative. Because it should be the other way around. You coming up from the negative to a positive. You know what I mean? So if you're ready to have good things going for you, and you like, well, I want to be showing out this dude. I got this strap. I don't give a damn. Then you go to jail and you done lost everything. So you went from a positive, you going to a negative, man. This makes no sense, bro. You got to be a fool to do that, man.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking to these guys about. There's a lot of these good rappers, man. I mean, man, they can spit, come out on fire, bro.
Yeah.
And what do? They crash out and they end up in jail, bro. Either drugs or catch a case, a murder case, a gun case, something, bro. But they just threw it all away.
And not just that, you know what? All right, it's cool. Yeah, you know, they remember you. You murked this dude and you did this and that. But after a while, bro, you just become a memory, man. And all you do, and you're living now in jail for life for a little bit of clout, dog.
That's
it, man. You're gone. Nobody remembers you after that.
Nobody, bro.
So it's no point,
and anybody who's been locked up, they know.
They know.
You know what I mean? You gone for years, bro. Everybody that you hung around with, they ain't there.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, who you come from, what clique, what gang, what mobster. They're not there, bro. They're gone.
You ain't
but the day you walk out, oh, what's up, bro?
Man.
This, that, you know what I mean? But you remember, at least I did. I remember. I said, you know what? The only one that was there was my immediate family, bro.
Sure.
And when I came out, I put all that energy that I had in the streets to my family. I said, you know what? I'm giving all to them.
All of it,
You know what I mean? Everything's going into my kids. Everything's going into my wife. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Me and my wife been together 26 years, bro.
Shout out to y'all,
you know
man.
I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 20. She just pulled up. She's in there right now. I'll introduce you.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to you, big dog.
Yeah. What's one dream collab you would like to have if you could ever collab with somebody?
Man, probably. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Probably Steve Perry, man.
Steve Perry
from Journey, man. You know
yeah.
I always had a thing for his voice, man. Unique dude, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, something about him growing up, I always hear my mama jamming those songs, man, every day, man. Like, something about his, everybody has their own voice, but something about his is just so, something that nobody could mimic, man. And they touched me, bro. Even though I didn't know, because I wasn't from that era where my mom was.
Yeah.
Even his words from back then, man, they made me feel at ease, man. If I had anxiety or I was going through some things, well, I'll be, you know what I'm saying? I'll be jamming him, and for some reason, he'll ease my mind, dog.
Yeah.
So even, if I was to make like a rap song and I wanted to sample, I wouldn't sample one of his songs. Nah, I'll be trying to get him, you know what I'm saying, to make me a hook. And then I'll drop a rap, something different that the world heard. Because you got to be different out here, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want to go and sound like this dude and this dude. That's how nobody's going to want to, fuck with you because you sound like I already heard this type of flow. Yeah. So you have to catch something by being different, bro.
Yeah, that's what I like about Texas, bro. They got a whole different variety of sound, you know what I mean?
Man, you know what
it's crazy. It's not like California. I mean, they have some different styles out there, but you know what I mean? All of it kind of sounds the same.
All the beats sound the same.
Yeah,
stuff, man.
Everything out here is everybody, man. Paul Wall. I mean, just everybody's got like their own different lane, bro.
Man.
You
know,
so
you can go different directions with it. You know what? Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Texas, dog.
So, what advice do you think that you could give someone trying to make it out of the struggle?
Man, basically, I'll just give them, a couple of stories of what I've been through, man. You know what I mean? And just to let them know what's out there, because we've been through it. You know what I mean? And that's their choice if they go down that route or not. But if you could just have the opportunity, a couple of seconds, to let somebody know what you've been through, what you've seen. Hey, that's not the route to go, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to let you know right now. You know what I mean? And and like I said, I think that's the best thing you could do for somebody, trying to give them that insight of the past, because we've been through that. It's still kind of like that right now, maybe worse, because back in the day, a fist fight was a fist fight. Nowadays, fist fight turns to a gunfight. It's more different now, man.
Hey, especially here in Texas.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Because everybody's strapped up. Everybody, bro. I mean, the law that passed, you know what I mean?
Everybody got something, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, that's what I would tell somebody like that. Also, just have a one-on-one with somebody who I met.
Yeah.
I think I'll hit them with a little insight and be like, hey, bro, in my opinion, that's just not the route that's good for somebody, man.
So what's something that you would think that you would want people to remember you about, by or whatever,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just if I was to blow up, man, for some reason, I wouldn't want people to be like, hey, man, that's that trap dude that makes all these banger songs for the hoes and for the hood. And, nah, man, I want them to remember that I was real humble as I can be, man. You know what I mean? Like, this dude, he sounds like that in a song, but you meet him in person, he shakes your hand with no hate. He'll listen to you, man, like things like that, So I would literally, man, like I said, I mean, keep it cool. Man.
Hey, where can people find and support you?
Man, on Instagram, XOXO Mexico, United Masters, XOXO Mexico, you know what I mean? TikTok, and all that. For sure, man, you know what I mean?
Hey, much love, bro. Hey, you're in a good circle, bro.
Yeah, for
you're
sure.
in a good circle. You
got
good people right here, bro.
Sure, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, man.
Hey, son, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.